The one and only Ford F-150 Fox NFL Special is brought to you by Wachovia. Together we can achieve uncommon things. By Sprint, proudly offering picture mail and PCS Vision picture phones. By WebMD, redefining modern medicine. And by the next Ford F-150, built Ford tough.
Well, on the scene right out of Benny Hill, beware of a lion bearing gifts as the lion has the turkey on the run. But a little later, the turkey pulls the tables, grabs the hatchet, and has the lion on the run, something that the Lions won't, hoping to be the case against the Packers today. All right, folks, as we welcome you back to Detroit and the Ford F-150 pregame show. You know, Mad TV's Frank Caliendo took 3 double-digit favorites last week. Hey, Frank, the next time you wimp out and pick an easy game, big boy Howie Long will indeed call you out. So let's see what Frank serves up today.
Hey, guys. Sorry I couldn't be there, but somebody had to stay back and break the wishbone with Jillian. I wonder how many times Terry said those 3 words in the same sentence. Jillian, wish, and you know what? It's Thanksgiving, and I'm not going to go there. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we here at Fox get to cover a game every year, but the guys at ABC don't. I wonder what they're doing today.
Are you ready for some turkey? Peas and yams and pies. All right! All my hungry friends are here on Thursday night. Woo-hoo!
That's what you said already. Come on, let's eat.
Don't worry, John. Dinner's coming. In a few moments, this table will be filled with an unbelievable Thanksgiving feast.
Yeah, it will. This empty table is going to have food on it. Then it won't be an empty table anymore. And then we have corn over here. The Indians used to call that maize out in Hawaii, but that's just Indians. They're always doing stuff like that. Then you got cranberry sauce over here, and then stuffing right there, and then this centerpiece. You get rid of that. Throw it over that way. It'd be a centerpice if you're not in the center. Then the potatoes are gratin. That's going to be right here. The secret ingredient. Ow! You know what the secret ingredient of potatoes au gratin is? It's Miracle Whip.
Do you believe in Miracle Whip?
Nice job of working that one in, Al. I mean, it made me laugh a little bit.
John, let's take a look at this year's Thanksgiving turkey.
Al, you know, it's not just any turkey. It's a turducken. I mean, that's a chicken stuffed into a duck, stuffed into a turkey, and then sometimes you stuff it into meat. It's like a special kind of turkey. Like Brett Favre is a special kind of football player. I mean, you got Brett Favre on the field and the turkey on the table. Hey! Over at the kids' table, we got our sideline reporters, Melissa Stark, Eric Dickerson.
How you doing?
And Lisa G. And look, there's Dennis Miller.
How you doing, Cha-Cha?
Who's ready for some turkey? Yeah!
Hurry up, Hank. The Green Bay game just started.
Green Bay get Brett Favre. That's turkey. Brett Favre. Turkey. Favre. Turkey. Favre. Turkey. Favre. Turkey.
All right, my Thanksgiving picks are Green Bay over Detroit and Miami to beat Dallas. Okay, I know this is a job, but the truth is, when you do a show like this, you become like a family. JB's kind of like the dad. Howie and Jillian are like the brother and the sister. Jimmy's everyone's favorite uncle. And Terry, well, he's kind of like that cousin that served time and came back just a little bit different. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Wow. Wow, you know what?
Anybody care to comment?
No,
What does he mean by different?
I don't know what he meant by different, but I want to apologize to the Madden family. He ought to just leave John alone for a while. Don't you guys?
It is Thanksgiving,
really do
right?
this Thanksgiving and leave
right?
John alone. Leave him alone.
I
Frank.
will second that thought indeed.
you.
All right, folks, in between meals today, don't forget to play the Bud Light Pro Pick'em contest. Log on to foxsports.com, pick this week's games, and win a ton of prizes. Now, usually at this particular time, it's time for Jillian Barbary. But since we're in a dome today and Terry's from Dallas, we'll let you handle the weather forecast.
Okay, the weather in Dallas today will be high 60s, lots of wind. Be very windy, but the quarterbacks should handle the ball there. Beautiful day, and I think they'll enjoy that game, Dolphins and the Cowboys. Here, of course, it's a beautiful day, 72 degrees. A little bit of moisture in the air because the air conditioners do drip underneath and so we have a little condensation there. And when they do open the doors up high, we do get a little more breeze in here than normal.
So I guess the common thread in his little report there was breeze and wind. Nice job, TV.
A lot of breeze.
Today, Jillian Barbary finds out how the lucky ones become a world-famous Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna.
I've always wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader since I was like 3 years old.
I said, if I'm going to do it, I need to go to the best ones.
They're beautiful and they get to go to the games, and you know, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are famous. personality, intelligence, they want everything.
It's always been my dream to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Well, today's the day. Those dreams will either come true or be broken. It's mid-April, and while Cowboy coaches are drafting players, another squad is being filled. Months of tryouts for the world's most famous cheerleaders end today at Texas Stadium.
Today is the final audition. Today is the decision day where we are picking our 2003 squad. We actually started in 46 cities, and then we whittled it down to 10 regional cities, and then those finalists came to Dallas to compete against our returning veteran cheerleaders.
It's very hard to become a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, but one of the biggest steps is just actually doing it. They are so nervous to walk through the doors at Texas Stadium. And so just coming here today is a big accomplishment for all of them. And it's a very hard process because they've come for 3 long, hard days and have put their guts into it, and they all want to be on the field someday.
To get on the field at the end of the day, you've got to impress the judges throughout the day. First up, a talent presentation where the girls can do whatever they think will set them apart.
Because I wanna be a cowboy, baby, with a top left back and the sunshine shining. Cowboy, baby, West Coast chillin' with the blues. I wanna be a cowboy, baby, riding at night 'cause I sleep all day. Cowboy, baby, I can smell a pig from a mile away.
It gives the girls a chance to show us some of their own unique charm, their personality, and their own talent outside of the traditional choreography that we teach them.
After that, it's a written test. No, seriously, they're tested on current events, the NFL, and the history of the Dallas Cowboys. Tests? Are we talking about cheerleaders or brain surgeons here? Well, actually, some of these girls might end up being both.
I'm a medical student at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Right now, I should be with my residents in the cardiology unit at UNC, but I'm here. I would have to withdraw from my rotation, take a year off or 2 years or however long I'm able to stay here. It was a hard decision, but you know, I look at the pros and cons, and there are so many more pros to doing this than not. And I said, why not?
Yeah, why not? Certainly not because you're too young.
I'm 18 years old. I am a high school senior from Omaha, Nebraska, and I am the captain of my varsity cheerleading squad at Marion High School. I was born in Dallas, and so growing up in Dallas, you know, these are the girls that you admire and look up to, and I've just always had my inspiration from these girls.
For some of these girls, it's in their blood, literally.
My mom was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader in the years 79 and 80. I've always just really admired the fact that she did it, and I love being in the same spot that she was. I'm a former cheerleader from the 95 through 97 season. I tried out, went to the Super Bowl my first year, so it was an incredible year for me as a rookie. It was a really neat experience. And then so I took, 5 years off, and I went to school within that. I came back just because I missed the camaraderie with the ladies.
So, do the veterans have an advantage when it comes to the tryouts?
Well, I suppose you have a bit of an edge just because you know what's going to happen. I knew what was going to be expected of me and what they look for exactly. So in that respect, you have an edge, but, you know, there's always somebody bigger and better and faster and stronger, you know, so everyone has an equal opportunity.
So, veterans, first-timers, whatever. They all want it, and they want it bad.
Absolutely, it would be great. I mean, just to do this once in your life would be fantastic, and I don't know why anyone would pass up the opportunity if they got a chance to do it.
But they won't all make it, trust me. Find out who does right after this. After a very long day, the girls have done all they can do. They head to the field to wait while the judges decide their fate.
Her figure. Will she look good in our uniform? I'm going to say this again. We're not looking for stick-thin figures. We're looking for a diverse opinion of what a beautiful shape is.
And the then they vote on each and every girl.
Yes.
Come on. Is this our girl? All right.
Finally, at nearly midnight, the wait is over. All the decisions have been made, and if the judges call your name, you're in. Ah, you know Mom's gonna be so proud. And she'll be going to the prom as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. The doctor is in. No surprise here, the gorgeous veteran returns. 41 names are called in all, 21 veterans, 20 new girls. That's the last name, which means she's in, but for everyone else, well, today's just not their day.
Still a California girl. Still a California girl.
It didn't work out, so I'm fine with it. I gave it my all, and everything happens for a reason.
Back inside, the new team is assembled for the first time.
Congratulations and welcome to our world.
But 5 of those girls still won't make the final roster. Those who do have a real tough summer, shooting the calendar in Cozumel, tough life, and signing autographs at promotional events. But as soon as the season starts, so does their real job.
Shake it, 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 shake it.
All right, nice job, Jillian Barber, indeed. Well, from the cheerleaders, let's go to the football team. The Cowboys go up against the Dolphins today in a crucial game for both teams. Dave Wannstedt thought that the grass might have been a little greener with Brian Greasy, but hey, Terry, he's finding out that Jay Fiedler might be his best option.
This is true. You know, the Cowboys have, I think, caught so many people by surprise. It's only been a few years ago that we knew about the cap problem the 49ers had with their stars. The Cowboys had cap problem with their stars, Aikman, Smith, and so on. But Jerry Jones, by design, has turned this cap thing around when he signed Quincy Carter. Right now, the Cowboys are 2.5% of their cap money is invested in their quarterbacks. That's $1.9 million. An excellent job of running the cap by Jerry Jones. When the league averages $7 million per quarterback, the Indianapolis Colts, Howie and Jimmy, are 22% control of the cap dollars by quarterbacks.
Yeah, and Terry, about the game itself, you're not going to win this game unless you run the football, and you're not going to run the football against either defense unless you block the middle linebacker. And both Dat Wynn and Zach Thomas, they're having outstanding years, and both defensive schemes are designed to protect the undersized middle linebacker. The best way to block these middle linebackers, run the counter play. Look for Miami today to run the counter play with Ricky Williams and then fake the counter with Jay Fiedler coming out, throwing the ball to Randy McMichael on a bootleg.
Well, another aspect of the game, the Cowboys beat the Carolina Panthers with special teams, and that's a big key for this Dallas Cowboy team. They won a number of games that way. Don't be surprised if turnovers factor in too. Quincy Carter going against a very good secondary for the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, Jimmy, you've played in a number of these Thanksgiving Day games, but talk about your last memory of Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, bring us up to date.
Well, it was the last game that I lost in Dallas. We went on to win the Super Bowl, won every game after this one, but it was a bizarre day. Snowed Thanksgiving Day. Here we had the game won. We blocked the field goal, and Leon goes in there and for some reason went after the football. Leon went into the locker room. I didn't even know what happened. I went into the training room. Leon's crying his eyes out. He was afraid I was going to cut him because I did cut some guys back in those days. And I said, Leon, don't worry about it. You're going to be with the Dallas Cowboys. You're an outstanding player. I'm not going to cut you. Smile broke out on
a great face. Coach would have had his team prepared for just a situation like that.
Well, you know how that thing goes, you know.
Back to the game between the Packers and the Lions. And Big Boy, there are indeed some tough guys in the backfield for the Packers.
Well, the Packers offense is run by that backfield versus this Detroit Lions defense has given up a lot of yards running. Amon Green, Tony Fisher, Najee Davenport, William Henderson at fullback, Nick Lucci at fullback. They'll go 2 tight ends, one of those tight ends being number 71, Kevin Barry. They make no secret about what they want to do. They run the ball, they run it down your throat, and they do it over 4 quarters. They gave up 200 yards the last time they played the Pack. The Detroit Lions defense did, and Packers have averaged over 230 yards over the last 4 weeks. Brett Favre, this is the key. Make the Packers beat you with Brett Favre. I know that sounds funny, but right now the best way to beat the Pack is to force Brett Favre to beat you.
Up with a wounded quarterback indeed. Hey folks, up next, Pam Oliver has the heart-wrenching story of Packers receivers coach Ray Sherman. His son died tragically, and the Sherman family's life was changed forever. Meanwhile, on the football field, the MVP on Ray Sherman's team, none other than Brett Favre. Terry raps at the quarterback, who is indeed the leader of the pack.
Your actions, more than anything, speak louder than words. And so, hey, Brett Favre can block. If he can play hurt, if he can do the things that he's asked to do, or not even asked to do, that he does the right things, then why can't we?